Hey, John. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to set up the SSH key on our remote from our host machine. So the way you do that is you're going to run SSH keygen, and that's going to create a new file for you in the correct location. So this is just the default name, and it's this is the type of encryption that's going to use, which is the just going to do the defaults. To give you an example of what it gives here, I'm going to rename it to this local directory just so we can see it here real quick. Okay, so we have two things here. So if we if we look at the contents of what's in test.pub, this is what you need to copy and paste. So you're going to copy and paste copy this line here, right? And we're going to put that on the remote machine. So, and again, don't copy what I'm doing from the test here. We're going to go ahead and remove that. Where you want to do it from is when you run SSH keygen, you're just going to take the defaults, and this is where it's going to set it, right? So when I go and look at that location, so we go to the home/.ssh, you can see my two keys here, right? So this is the one I'm going to open up and copy the contents to. So put this on your clipboard, okay? And then we're going to go ahead and SSH into our remote. So if you looked at my other one when I set up the router, and I was showing you where my router routes were, that's where you can find your IP address. We could find it from the other machine as well, but I have that one already, so I'm going to put the username for that particular machine, and we're going to put the IP address. And I already set up the SSH login, so I don't have a password, but it should prompt you for a password here. Your AI might tell you to remove the password, but if you want to run all this headless all the time, it's probably good to keep a password so that you can SSH in without going over there and plugging in a monitor to wherever you have this hooked up at. And so when we look here, we're going to look at in the home/.ssh file, and we have this authorized keys, and that is where you're going to paste. So you're going to open up this file and paste the key in there, and then that'll allow us to connect into the remote host. And that's all we're doing there.